So I'm going to make an assumption about you, the viewer. The chances are, if you're watching this video, you're probably a gamer. And not only are you a gamer, you're probably a trophy hunter. Yeah, I know, I don't want to make any crazy assumptions about the viewers. And you'd be shocked to know that I am also a gamer and I am also a trophy hunter. I like to be a completionist and earn as many trophies and finish as many games as possible. And people game however they want, and a lot of people are the same. A lot of people just play whatever they want, and a lot of people also would like to finish more games, but they struggle and they drop off a lot. And I see that more in the casual side of this community. And you know, if people can walk away from games, I have all the respect to you in the world if you're not enjoying it. But if you find yourself really wanting to finish more games but really struggling to see them through to the end, really commit to them, in this video I've made a list of don'ts for trophy hunters. These are things that I have learned, picked up over the years of earning trophies, and things that I try and stay away from that really help me focus my mind and keep my attention focused on earning the platinums in front of me and just optimize my time. So let's just get started with these 5 things that you should not do as a trophy hunter. Now, the first thing which I learned pretty early on was not to play too many games. What I would really recommend to do if you really want to focus on earning the platinum trophies in the games you're playing is to just play maximum 3 games at once. This gives you time to focus on those games, because you'll know that if you've played more than that many games, that even things like coming back to a game for a couple of weeks, you have to learn the controls again. You know, it's really hard to keep your focus. And I think when there's more games coming out, more and more games, it's so easy just to go, okay, I'll play that 4th game and I'll come back. You're just setting yourself up for failure, because you need to maintain your focus on a select few games, especially when they're longer or they're skill dependent, because you do de-skill pretty quickly with these games. I personally actually only play 2 games at once, usually a longer grind game and then usually a more relaxed game. That way I can kind of take a break from the harder game, but not too much of a break where I'm just forgetting about it altogether. Now, the next one, which is a massive no-no in my opinion, is playing more than one grindy game, more than one grindy trophy list. So grindy trophy list is, you know the type. It's a game which requires you to do a lot of the same stuff. It's very repetitive, maybe clear so many camps or do so many collectibles or level up a character to a certain level. If you're doing more than one of these at once, it will really just destroy your spirit and make you not want a game. I've had times where I've been grinding on a long game and I'm kind of not even wanting the game because I haven't been enjoying it enough, and I can't imagine how hard it would be if I was like, okay, time for a break, I'll just go play this other really grindy game. That is a very easy way to get burnt out playing PlayStation and earning trophies. Now, my next don't is take a long break. Now, I encourage to take breaks from games when you're getting really fatigued by them. It's pretty easy just to walk away for a week or 2 and say, I'm going to come back to this game, but right now I'm not enjoying it. But I find personally it's really hard to go back to games after a couple of months, because you kind of just lose the interest in it. And I would recommend that if you need to take a break, take a 2-week break from that game, but then remind yourself that you're going to come back, sticking with the 3 games max rule. So play 2 more games, but once you take on that 4th game, you're really setting yourself up to leave that trophy list, which is absolutely fine if that's what you want to do. But if you want to be a completionist and finish and earn as many platinum trophies as you can, I would recommend just taking a short break. Now, this next one involves a little bit of self-awareness, which is do not take on more than you can chew. Try and know your ability, your skill level, and also your ability to handle grindy games, because people don't really mention the fact that being able to grind a trophy list is a skill itself. If you don't think you have 200 hours spare over the next 3-4 months or even a month to finish a long ass game, maybe just have a word with yourself before you start it, or even during, and say, look, this isn't for me, I'm going to walk away from it because I just don't want to do it. It does take a little bit of self-awareness, as I've already said, especially with the skill stuff. So like, there's some difficult games out there that are like 8, 9, 10 out of 10s, and I would just recommend that you start with easier games first, know your limits, and then take it from there. Like, I would never ever do a platformer game that people have marked as an 8 or out of 10 or higher, because I know personally I do not have the ability to do a hard platformer like that. I struggled with Crash Bandicoot Warped, which is like a 4 out of 10. So I know that I'm not very good at those type of games. Same with first person shooters, like I'm not a very good first person shooter. Yes, you're probably wondering, am I good at any type of game? And the question to that is, I'm very average at most things I do in my whole life, particularly gaming. But again, for you guys, please just think, where am I at? Where is my skill level? Do I want to jump into an incredibly hard game that I have no experience in, or do I want to kind of work up to it? I would recommend the latter. Okay, so the final one, in fact, is just don't put pressure on yourself. We're playing games here, we're talking about trophies, we're doing things that maybe aren't always fun. And I have said in previous videos, sometimes not everything has to be fun to be worth doing. You know, sometimes you've got to grind through it to earn something, to achieve something, and you feel happy that you've done it. But don't put pressure on yourself to finish games. If you aren't able to beat these games, I would just say take a break, and if you still don't want to go back, just learn to walk away. It can be difficult, but you know, sometimes these things just aren't the cards for you, and sometimes you don't want to spend 100 hours finding collectibles, 100 hours leveling up a player, an online character, thousands of hours on leveling up characters like on Diablo 2. Like, sometimes it's just not on the card, sometimes it's just not meant to be, and just try your best not to worry about it, because it's just games at the end of the day. And there you have it, guys. There were my 5 don'ts for trophy hunters. Things that you should maybe take into consideration before you start your next game, before you take on your next challenge. I mean, at the end of the day, you just do you. This is just a video for those who really want to be able to commit more to earning trophies. Maybe who in the past have not been able to see games out to the end, and now they kind of want to turn over a new leaf and really go for it. You know, it's the start of 2022. Time to smash some games and increase our completion percentage, am I right? And as always, thank you very much for watching. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.